Hey everybody, it's Becca with the Red Roof Flower Farm, your favorite transplanter, back with another video. Well, the number one most exciting thing on the farm right now is that there is flowers! There's flowers here. There is tulips. These ones are kind of going to bed because it's nighttime. But like, woo, so pretty. The Gershnicken and the Sunlover. There's a bunch of yellow pomponettes in some other spots. And then the hyacinths have been like open for a little bit and making the farm smell beautiful. They smell amazing. Oh my God, they look so cute. I love it when they're like just starting to open up. Oh, look at that. So cool. I don't know what the future for these hyacinths is. I might just sell them. But now that I like really am into how they smell, I'm like, maybe maybe I want to keep them. Anyways, other news, I'm really happy with YouTube so far. So I really like this format of videos where I'm just kind of like talking to the camera. The last two videos that I made only took me 2 hours from start to release. That is like new record territory. And that means that since I'm now monetized, those videos have made me, I was getting like almost 30 bucks an hour for working on those, which is like, that's pretty good for starting out a new YouTube channel. And, you know, I know it's like only like 2 videos in, right? But like I can grow that a lot. It makes me excited about YouTube. And I like this format because it's almost like, you know, without the editing, it's like more of the real version of who I am. And it's more like conversational, which is like exciting for me. I've been kind of afraid in the past to, you know, be Becca on the internet. So now I'm just like fully out there, right? It's fun. It feels like it's a good step for me. Anyways, I'm walking through the peonies here right now and they are going crazy. Let me flip this around. Oh my God. So these ones are like the ones that have been most established. And then the ones at the top of the screen are the ones that are the really early producing ones that are now going into their 3rd season. These ones, they're still looking good. They're just like in their 2nd year. But like some of these, you know, there's a lot going on there. They're just a little bit behind. And then up here at the very top, the top 4 beds, these are 1st year. I just planted these last fall. So, you know, you can tell there's still a lot going on there. But like this one, I'll get stuff off of this for sure. Let's go down here. A bunch of these are going to be like coral colored. Some of the coral ones should be producing this year, which I'm really excited about. And then this is the earliest one. I can't remember what it is. I'll figure it out once it blooms. But it's already got like some pretty big booms on there, so that is exciting. Let's see here. Ooh, it's so, I'm just loving the peonies. Okay, and then the delphiniums, you know, like they're kind of coming along. They want some water. Over here, this is one of the sections where I planted roses. I also planted roses down here, and then also along the fence line over there. So all of that is roses. And then there's going to be roses up at the top of the farm, on the roadside, and along this fence here. So it's going to be really pretty. In the end, I think there's going to be about 250 of the roses that get planted. I ordered 450. I sold a bunch. The ones of those 250, if you kind of like average out the cost, you know, I'm paying $30 each per the plant with shipping. So, you know, that's not too bad. That is a wholesale price. And I probably could have sold more, but my Facebook ad never went through because my payment didn't go through and I didn't catch it in time. You know, so I could have done a little bit better, I think. This weekend, you know, tomorrow is Good Friday. And I am going to open up the roadside stand and sell some tulip bouquets. I have already started making some tulip bunches for friends, and they're looking beautiful. normally we start like saving up lots of stuff in the cooler for Mother's Day, and it can take a little bit of time for sales to start kicking off this time of year. But I really don't have time to go to the farmer's market, and I really, want to just like focus on getting the farm completely set up before I start putting too much effort into selling. So I'm not going to over stress about Mother's Day. I am just going to start selling from the roadside stand as much as I can, and that'll be good. That'll be a better use of my time. And then I can try to finish these greenhouses, which are up here. They haven't been touched at all since the last videos that I made. You can see, there's a lot of tulips that are opening up. It is cool out. It's like the end of the day, so they're closing back up. There's more tulips over here. There's a really pretty one over here. Okay, let's go take a look. Oh, look at these. So pretty. And then lots in there. More tulips. So you can see there is a lot of tulips that will be, opening up pretty soon. And it's still like weeks until Mother's Day. So I think it's my best plan just to try to start selling them. Because I've been working really hard on the rose planting, but I've got like so many seedlings to plant. So here's my stuff that's been hardening off. And like all of this basically is ready to go in the ground, right? So my Lizzies, they're like first on the list. I need to get those in the ground. And then I was going to plant out all my snaps. There's like a bunch more snaps over there. Like my bachelor buttons, I want to get those in the ground, and my sweet peas, and my status is like ready to go. These were looking really nice like a little while ago, and I feel like now they're starting to look less nice. This year I am spending a lot of time working on projects that I'm not going to be working on next year. I'm not going to be doing this big rose order next year. And I think that in the future I will be able to stay on top of everything really well. But this year it's just going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy from start to finish. And I'm already feeling behind. Whatever. I'm just happy that I'm finally going to start making money again. I got a little bit of money coming in from YouTube. I got a little bit of money coming in from the roadside stand, I would assume starting tomorrow. And then, here's my rose system. I've been keeping them moist and stuff. These are the ones I'm going to plant up top there. And those are the ones that I'm going to plant down in the bottom still. And let's go into the seedling room. So I'm still waiting for my delphiniums to germinate. I'm like, come on. I don't know if they're going to. My marigolds are going pretty good though. Lots of marigolds coming along. You can see there's more snaps going on over there. My floss flower. There's a bunch of floss flowers germinating in there. Same with this tray. That's exciting. Feverfew, not so much. I don't know what's going on there. It germinated well last time. My gingers, they're doing stuff, I don't think they're going to do too much until they get outside, but whatever. Tomatoes, I got some tomatoes germinating. They're kind of leggy, but whatever. There's eggplants and peppers, and they're starting to germinate as well, and more delphiniums that just got seeded. These things are ready to go as soon as it gets warm. My artichokes, eggplants and tomatoes that just are starting to germinate. Some more lupins and some perennials and a foxglove. These are just growing slow. I'm really happy with the seedling room. It's working out really well, but I've been having trouble with my spray nozzle. It was going good, I had like a system going, and then like this thing broke the other day. This like little valve part. So then I was like, I'll just get another one, and none of them are misting. They're all like spraying too hard. So like it's kind of messing my seedlings up. So I need to figure out a better system for like, you know, misting that doesn't hurt my seedlings in there. I'll get it figured out, but it's tough when everything's happening all at the same time. You know, like all of the like breakdowns happen in the same moment. Aside from the flowers, I'm doing pretty good. I'm really excited about these new videos. Being able to talk directly to people and show off the farm in kind of like a more real way. It's like, it's cool, right? Because it feels like refreshing, and it's like exciting to me. Like it's really exciting. After making the vlogs for a long time, I really do want to find a way to continue to make a vlog here and there. But you know, I think that this is what my content is now, is like more farm toury stuff, and thinking of ways that I can kind of do this at the market as well. You know, sometimes it will be kind of a blend of this and vlog. I figure as long as I make the farm super gorgeous, then, you know, it'll be fun for people to come and check in on it. So I just want to make it this like ideal little paradise. You know, one of the things that really drove me, or like drives me still, is years and years ago, I used to watch these like videos on this like Jeff Lawton. He's like a permaculture guy. On his like website, he'd go tour these like different places in the world, and everybody would like have these paradises that they'd created, right? And I was always like, I want to create a paradise. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create a paradise. I'm really motivated to do it. Here, let's show the chickens. How you doing, ladies? I'm just gonna keep plugging away, trying to create my little paradise and document it with my videos and have fun. You know, I'm pretty happy right now, so I'll probably make another video very soon about how the sales went this weekend. And until then, I will see you later. Thanks for joining me. Bye.